to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show with your host, Michael Carvelis.
Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is Daily Dive. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis, here in Guyton, Georgia, live. Producer Joe's behind the scenes in Bennettland, New York. It is Monday, November the 18th, 2024. We are live on 12 on Sports via Twitter and YouTube, and we thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe while you're here. Reminder, it is week number 3 of Hype Up Month 2024. Your favorite / only Monday through Friday live lacrosse talk show in the universe is just heating up, and we thank you for tuning in. On today's awesome show, the NLL UnBOXed communities are, I believe, like 22 of them now. There's 22 of them now. So, of the 22, we're in myself and producer Joe's top 10. We'll let you know. And we'll also talk about the new logos they unveiled last week. NLL coaches on the hot seat entering this season. And our playoff predictions is officially playoffs time because myself and producer Joe will unveil our 8th seed. First, we want to let you know that you want to experience the best lacrosse league in the entire world, you've got to go to tickets.12onsports.com. That's tickets.12letter-OZ sports.com, where you can experience the best in sports, including the NLL. Also, you can get tickets from concert, theater, or Broadway. Just make sure to use that link. Alrighty, some news this morning before I get into it, presented by tickets.12onsports.com, is, I will say this. There is going to be a big NLL announcement tomorrow morning. And because I love the league so much and I respect them, I'm going to let them unveil the announcement. But I do know the details, and I will just say this as a teaser. Canadians will be very happy. Americans will be pretty happy. And I cannot wait to watch this league in 2024. So that's coming down the pipeline tomorrow morning. That'll be unveiled. Also, Ottawa Black Bears have cut Mitch Wild and Josh Courier. That is real. You will see it on NLL.com transactions page pretty soon. Alrighty, now let's get into this. It's time for Mike and producer Joe's unboxed logos ranked, our top 10. But before we get into that, let's do this right here. Because there were 13 new communities unveiled. Here's the first one. Well, just the first one I have of the 13. Not the one that was unveiled first. The New Jersey Humpbacks. There, of course, you see the alternative logos down there. I like this a lot. It almost made my top 10. Full disclosure, it did not. But I like it. I don't know how I feel about the whale with the lacrosse stick in his mouth. I couldn't tell if I liked that or not. I also think this NJ right here is kind of interesting. It's not seafoam green, but it's close. I don't mind it. This one I thought was kind of cute / cool / it's just kitty. The Nashville Drumsticks. What's frustrating about this, I don't know if I would have rather had the drumsticks be lacrosse sticks maybe, somehow in a way. I don't know if that could be done. Because this right here kind of, again, I don't know if I like it too much. I love the chicken. The chicken's awesome. Reminds me of Family Guy. Which is one of the weirdest inside jokes in history, by the way, but that's just another story for another day. I also don't mind the cursive letters. But yeah, it's like fried chicken in Nashville. Sure, great. Portland Undercutters was another one. When you first look at it, I didn't care for it, but it's like, oh, I like the background. The logo, the coloring is what threw me off. The coloring threw me off. I didn't care for that too much. But I did really like the Yeti / Sasquatch / Geico caveman. I like that a lot. I think it looks pretty cool. But it had to grow on me, and that's why I did not ultimately make my top 10. This one was close as well. Producer Joe can't stand it. I love it. The Indianapolis Checkers. Listen, I am a NASCAR/racing fan, and I understand the history behind this. I also like the Grease Monkey. That's pretty cool. I guess that's what that is. And then like these alternative logos. I love this right here. It's like a banner, like a checkered flag. I think it looks good. I don't mind the IC part either. I love the IC. And of course the monkey with the helmet just in general is pretty cool. How about the Chicago Shamrocks? Another one that kind of grew on me as I looked at it more, she said. But I really like the squirrel. Well, the jackrabbit. Is it a jackrabbit? It looks like a jack. Okay, it's obviously a rabbit with an ear. It's like a rabbit, but cool. I don't mind it because this right here kind of sold me on this thing. It was like a golfer, like some like snot. It looked like a Boston Celtics logo set with an animal, not a human, which I like. This one is going to be high on my list. I will let that be known now. Providence Vampires is the Vampires name is kind of annoying. I feel like you could have done like the Providence Bats and got away with this, or maybe like something else. But Vampires was a little bit too far into the bat culture for me. But this thing being upside down was absolutely amazing to see. Also, I don't like the spider-looking thing, right? It's kind of like a wing. It looks more like a spider to me. I just had to get that out of the way. Here's another one. The Red Tails. Another one, the Columbus Red Tails is another one where I kind of liked it. But I know it's kind of generic looking. But I like the fact it's got like some World War II history. Not like, some big army thumper or military thumper. But I like the Red Tails logo. I just like it. It's a decent logo. It's not going to kill me. This one was another one. It reminds me of the Snowbirds. Like when the Snowbirds came out, it was just a cool kitty thing. But it was also cool. Like it wasn't just like childish. It was also cool. And I love the reasoning behind this. The fact that like it's full of superstars and just like awesome characters. And so an awesome character would be a liger, even though it has nothing to do with Los Angeles. Tormentus, I like. The only thing about this I liked was the coloring that the Miami Heat have. That's about, and the Marlins, I think that's about it. I, like most people south of Buffalo, thought this was London, England. Shoot me. Edmonton Juice, very popular one. Was an underrated part about this logo is the drip behind it. Like, it's not just like everything else leaking. It's the drop background, which makes this look even cooler. And if this is not the coolest alternate logo in sports, I don't know what is. Like, this is also very cool. Like, for no reason, just bone just sitting there. I guess it's neat for Edmonton. Another one, once you see the video of this with a snow owl, this Quebec heart things will grow on you. And then finally, another one that is kind of up there for me, but it just didn't quite make the cut of my top 10, Boston Wikis. The Wikis part of it is because of like some lamp, I believe, or like I forgot the reason, but it was like a lamp kind of. Like that's the thing. Like so, like if the wick, the flame, that was pretty cool. I get it. And the fact that Boston as a team is very impressive. Which takes me now we've got through all that. I know the audio people right now are like in shambles because like, what are we talking about here? We're going to rank them top 10. So last season, when the first 9 were unveiled, we did a 1 through 9. I was a big Charlotte Cobras guy. I was a big Ghost Crabs guy from Baltimore. Not from Baltimore, but Baltimore Ghost Crabs, obviously. Here is Producer Joe's top 10. He's got number 1, the Juice. Then the Harfings. Castors de Montreal is another very unique one. Shamrocks, Ghost Crabs. Lake Dragons, awesome, underrated thing. Utah Spicers, I still cannot get behind, but I just don't know why he likes that one. London Mounties, Portland Undercutters, and Charlotte Cobras. My top 10 are as follows, and Producer Joe's not even seen these either, so I'm excited to show him. The reason I put the first 3 up there is because they're so, well, the first two up there is because they're so unique. Castors de Montreal is a French name. I love the fact that it starts with Castors. Providence Vampires is upside down. If it had been like Providence Bats or something similar to the word bats, I would have been even more impressed with it. But that was the difference. Castors being in front because I'm a weirdo and I just like nitpicky things like that, and Providence Vampires being named Vampire and not Bats was kind of my cult, was kind of the way I ranked them. Number 3, I got the Juice. I love it as well. Quebec Harpings, one that almost did not make my list, but the more I looked at and saw the video, like I was sold. Cobras, number 5. 6 is the Ghost Crabs. Lake Dragons, number 7. Shipwrecks, number 8. I love the fact that Seattle's in there. I love the fact that it's like a treasure chest underneath. The guy is awesome. You've got the Los Angeles Ligers, and of course the Tampa Bay Snowbirds, which was the first one unveiled. And can we be honest? Did we honestly think any of these were going to be even better? Because a lot of us like the Snowbirds, and this thing absolutely took off. So we really love the fact that Foozer went in there and designed these things. I believe he's designed 20 of the 22, which is awesome. LG Lacrosse gives me a fire emoji, and I think I'll take that, and that makes me happy. So we appreciate you, LG Lacrosse, for giving me some heat here. All right. When we come back to this awesome show, let's get to some real topics, right? Like, no more logo ranks right now, right? Let's talk coaches on the hot seats. I got 3 of them for you coming up next. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for tuning in once again to this awesome show. You're watching the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. This is the segment 2/B block. Reminder, you can find our audio-only podcast, that's right, the audio-only version of this show. Search Daily Dive on Spotify, and we thank you for your support. You can also comment. There's been some polls I've added on the shows. I think you'll like it, guys. I know sometimes I like to sit around and play my video game and just listen to a show. And so, of course, I listen to myself, maybe sometimes, not really. The My Bookie ad is loud. I got to change that. I apologize for that. But if you're in the car, that thing kind of like blasts you. Like, oh, wow, mybookie.ag. My goodness. All right. It is time to get into a segment producer Joe likes to call Hot Seats. Okay. You will notice 3 characters on here, and I will break them down one by one, but in case you already know, you know. I want to preface my comments by saying this information is pure speculation and opinion. I do not know if any of this is if any of these guys are actually on the hot seats. I do know they're also big names, and this is only because of the coaching job they have done recently, and I also know how sports works. See Ryan Day in Philadelphia. Okay, who's on the hot seats? Halifax Thunderbirds have underperformed the last handful of seasons. Similar to the San Diego Seals, they've had some pretty good rosters, and it's like, why are you not getting through? Is it Buffalo being amazing? Is it Toronto being better than you? I just don't know. But it always seems like they're a tier B kind of team in Halifax. Whether it be the goaltending, the scoring, there's something about this team that should be better than it is, and it's not. So Micah Kersey, you, sir, are the first coach on my hot seats. As a person who lives 4 hours away from Duluth, Georgia, where the Swarm play, I have been to one game, but I also am more aware of the Swarm happenings than other things in the NLL. I know Lyle Thompson is still one of the best players in the league. I know Andrew Q is Captain Clutch. I know Brett Dobson, when consistent, is an amazing goalie. See the PLL. I know Ed Cuomo is supposedly some lacrosse genius, and yet another kind of Thunderbird scenario. I don't know why the Swarm can never get over the hump. Remember last playoffs when the Georgia Swarm were right there with the Bandits? They didn't have the Bandits dead to rights like the Rock did, but they were still right there tied, I believe, in the fourth quarter, and yet they fell apart. And I'm not sure why. Ed Cuomo, 2016 is a long time ago, bro. And then, of course, there's the team who, with the Riptide, yeah, blame marketing, sure. Now you're in Ottawa. Now the expectations have risen. Jeff Teat has literally dominated the entire summer of lacrosse. And you have him on your roster, Dan Ladisor. One of my first interviews ever with lacrosse in the lacrosse community was with Dan Ladisor. And yet, sir, and while I appreciate that, I also know this is a sports take, and I think you might be on the hottest seat of anybody. Because I think the Black Bears got better this offseason. Obviously, they're making my playoffs, as we've seen in our playoff predictions, which will be unveiled in the next segment. But I think Dan Ladisor could be in the hottest of water this season. Number 2 would be Micah Kersey. Number 3 would be Ed Cuomo. I think Ladisor would be the first to be in the hot water. Number 2 would be Kersey. Number 3 would be Cuomo, like I just said. So that's my hot seat. You, sirs, are in trouble. But yeah. Reminder once again for those of you that just tuned in or may have just catching the replay and just forgot. On Tuesday morning, there will be a big NLL announcement. I know what it is, but again, I love the league and I will let them have their thunder on this one. Just know Canadians will be ecstatic. Americans will be pretty happy. And I'm excited to watch the league this upcoming season. Alrighty, when we come back, it's time to unveil the 8th seed for our playoffs. Enough of those bottom feeder teams, right? Who is making hell for the Rock or the Bandits, who might be the 1 seed for both of us? We're right back to unveil the 8th seed. Don't go anywhere. We'll wrap it up next.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. Reminder for those of you listening to the show, you want to go to tickets.12ozsports.com to experience the best lacrosse league in the world. I said those of you who are listening to the show because I'm trying to spell it out for you guys. This is for everyone, though. Please check it out. I promise you guys you won't regret it. Multiple people already have, and they have gone to games and gotten better ticket prices than other people. We are literally a ticket broker at 12 on Sports. So tickets.12onsports.com to experience sports, concert, theater, and Broadway. So remember the little playoff prediction thing we're doing with myself and producer Joe? I'm excited to get to this part because beginning now, we're going to unveil the 8 through 1 seed, starting with the 8 seed. That's right, you ain't getting them all right now. And instead of surprising you, I'll just show you. The Thunderbirds are making it for producer Joe. Remember, I don't have them in the playoffs. Producer Joe does. And I'm going to go with the Rochester Nighthawks as my number 18. The reason is I trust Connor Fields and I trust Ryan Smith. I also believe Rylan Hartley will do enough. And as you guys know, if you've been following along, I did go through the entire schedule and wrote down all the games, not scores, but I wrote down all the winners, and I came up with 9-9 for the Nighthawks. I'm also biased because I'm a huge Connor Fields fan, but yeah, I think Rochester sneaks in the playoffs, and we'll see if they can do damage once again. Well, maybe they can put up a fight against Buffalo because they never can do that. But once they get there, I want to see them take the next step, and I think they could do a good job. But stay tuned for other announcements because, reminder, now there's only 7 left. Half the league has been predicted. Myself and producer Joe. That's going to be crazy. And, of course, I believe next Thursday we'll actually make our championship predictions because Wednesday you see the 1 seed. So that'll be fun. Thanks for watching this awesome show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at DailyDiveLAX. Reminder, as always, you are the bread, you are the butter, you are the chicken to my dumplings. If you tuned in for the first time, please come again and be sure to comment. For amazing guests like we've had before the last 2 weeks, and of course, we'll come again, including Adam Levy, who announced he's back on Adam Levy Fridays this year. Thank you for coming on this show to share your audience with us, giving us validity and relevance. For the baddest daddy in producing history, producer Joey, I'm your host, Michael Carvalho, saying we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, Tron Sports. This has been Daily Dive.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.